There's lots of kinds of TF2 players, especially the strange kind if I'm honest, but strange in a good way. People who refuse to play the game the way it was intended. People who have played it long enough to have done almost everything that can really be done in the game, except for the things that developers didn't think of people doing. My encounters with these people are always interesting, to say the least. It's always funny to see what they're up to. People like Bingsoy, if you know who they are. And I try to do a little nefarious activity myself too. But recently, I came across a familiar old name. A person who I encountered and friended in Twofold months ago. Their name is Twisty, and I have no idea what the hell their deal is. But let me explain what they do. They go pyro, use the thermal thruster to jet back into the enemy spawn, and just stand there idle until they die, over and over and over again, until the game ends. When I first encountered them in the earlier part of the year, I killed them because I thought they were spawn camping. But then I found out they weren't doing anything but stand there. At first I thought they might be a bot, but they weren't. They always landed in different places and had movement that was kind of random for a bot. Now fast forward to today and I encountered them once again in Twofold, of course, doing the exact same thing. Even the people in the match were confused and started asking questions. And I got a little curious about Twisty, so I air blasted them off the battlement to see what they would do, and they just kill-binded. I also air blasted them off the spawn doors to see if they would walk back to it, but all they did was stand there, eventually using the help voice command, which was a sign of humanity honestly. The next thing I did was place a dispenser in the way of their path, and again, they just stood there. I tried to save them from getting killed a few times. Like I briefly mentioned earlier, I have Twisty on my friends list, so I got even more curious and messaged them, but all they replied was either my name or Twisty. Then I asked if they are a bot, and they just replied with a period. I also asked how long they've been doing this, and they replied with December 3rd, 2010. So that's that. After a while of doing the same thing, the match ended, and I decided to try to join Twisty's party. They allowed me in, and we queued for more Twofold. Again, doing the same thing, but this time I joined Twisty in doing whatever the hell they do regularly. Eventually, they hopped off and left the party without saying anything except it tests lag and refusing to elaborate. The next day, I saw Twisty on my Steam friends list playing TF2, so I decided to queue and find their match, which I did. And lo and behold, I saw them doing the exact same thing, and I gave them some Uber to help them. In conclusion, I don't know why this person does this, and I know it's a very random thing to make a video about, but I just thought I'd share with you all this weird experience. That's all for now. Bye.